Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're embarking on an incredible exploration of a text revered for centuries,
That's right. We're talking about the Durga Saptashati.
also known as the Devi Mahatmyam or the Chandi Patha.
Exactly. It's this collection of 700 verses. People call it the glory of the goddess or the chant of the fierce one.
And our mission today, really distill the core stories, unravel the rich symbolism behind them.
And show how this ancient text truly offers a kind of roadmap for overcoming life's negative tendencies.
Definitely. We'll even uncover a vital key hymn, something that apparently unlocks its deepest secrets.
The Siddha Kunjika Stotram. Yeah, it's often seen as a prerequisite, though maybe not everyone knows that.
Right, a bit of a hidden gem. So, yeah, get ready for some truly surprising insights, I think.
Our journey, it really begins with a fascinating framing story. It's narrated by the sage Markandeya.
Okay.
You've got these two figures, King Saratha and a traitor, Samadhi. Both are just, well, utterly dejected by how life's turned out for them. They find themselves questioning everything, the very nature of existence.
What happened to them?
Well, the king, he lost his kingdom, his treasury, treacherous ministers, the usual story, but he's still tormented by possessiveness for what's gone.
Ah, that attachment.
Exactly. And the merchant, Samadhi, he's been cast out by his own greedy family, but he still feels this illogical affection for them.
Wow. That sounds like a deeply familiar human struggle, doesn't it?
It really is, that feeling of clinging to something, even when you know it isn't good for you. You know it's causing pain.
It's incredibly relatable. But what's truly fascinating is that this clinging happens despite the clear suffering. So how does Midas, the wise seer they approach? His name means insight.
Yes, Midas.
Insight. How does he suggest one can even begin to see this perplexing delusion in themselves?
Well, Midas explains their predicament as the perplexity of those who are blind to right understanding.
Blind to right understanding.
And he introduces the concept of Mahamaya, the divine mother. She is the cause, he says, of this pervasive delusion, this moha.
Yeah, okay.
What's really fascinating here is his explanation. He says even our most basic knowledge, the stuff we get through our senses, it's flawed. It's subject to this very illusion.
How so? Like what examples does he give?
Oh, compelling ones, like the moon appearing larger than the stars just because it's closer.
Right. Perspective.
Or seeing starlight from stars that, well, might not even exist anymore. Our perception can be so easily skewed, you see.
Yeah.
So Mahama is this power of, let's say, self-concealment that creates this ever-changing world we experience. It projects our sense of ego, binds us in the cycle of existence.
It's like a cosmic spotlight creating a reality for us.
Exactly. And sometimes that reality is so convincing we forget there's anything else beyond the stage, so to speak.
That's a truly powerful paradox, though. The very illusion that binds us also contains the seed of our freedom.
Precisely. Midas reveals this duality. Mahamaya has two aspects. There's avidya maya, that's the veiling power, the one that binds.
Okay, the ignorance aspect.
And then there's vidya maya, the liberating knowledge, the insight that breaks those bonds.
So does that mean our path to liberation isn't about escaping reality, but understanding its true nature, seeing both sides?
You've got it. It immediately introduces the idea of divine grace, and crucially, the Devi's supreme authority over both delusion and liberation.
Wow.
And this fundamental truth, it's beautifully illustrated right away in the first main narrative of the Durga Saptashati, the Prathama Charitram.
The first story.
Yes, through the myth of Madhu and Kayapha, these two demons who attack Brahma.
Okay, Madhu and Kayapha. What do these specific demons symbolize in this context? Why them?
That's an important question. Their names themselves are symbolic. Madhu suggests intoxicated pride, Kayapha something like ego.
Ah, okay. Primal ego stuff.
Exactly. They represent the ego in its most, well, ignorant and brutish state. They attack Brahma for literally no reason. Their own power just leads to pure self-aggrandizement.
It's a cautionary tale, then, about taking ourselves too seriously.
Very much so. It can lead to disastrous consequences. And even as they battle Vishnu, they're completely deluded by Mahamaya. So deluded, in fact, they foolishly offer Vishnu a boon.
They offer the god they're fighting a boon.
Yeah, intoxicated pride, remember? So Vishnu, who's empowered by the Devi, mind you, he cunningly requests to slay them where space is uncovered.
Where space is uncovered. What does that mean?
Well, they agree, thinking they're clever, saying he can kill them where the earth Urvi is not covered by water, which at the time it mostly was.
Okay.
But Vishnu slays them on his thighs, which in Sanskrit is Urvi.
Urvi and Urvi.
A brilliant play on words. It seals their fate. And it emphasizes right from the start that even the gods, even Vishnu, rely on the Devi's power.
That idea that even the gods lean on Devi's power, that really elevates her stature right away.
Absolutely. It sets the stage.
And it's this supreme power that we see fully unleashed as we move into the grander cosmic narratives, the Madhyama and Uttara Charitrams.
Yes, the middle and later sections.
So the second major story, for example, that details the slaying of the buffalo demon, Mahishasura.
Mahisha, a classic.
But first, the Devi herself is born in this section, isn't she?
Yeah.
And it's like a spectacular event.
Truly spectacular. She emerges from the amassed light, the tejas of all the gods. It's a collective effulgence from Shiva, Vishnu, Indra, Agni, Yama, Varuna. All of them contribute.
So she's literally formed from the combined power of the entire pantheon.
Exactly. And this incredible light solidifies into her awe-inspiring form. She's armed with weapons gifted by each deity.
Like what?
Oh, Shiva's trident, Vishnu's discus, Indra's thunderbolt, Vayu's bow, Agni's spear, even a magnificent lion from the Himalayas as her mount.
Wow. So this really highlights her all-encompassing power drawn from the divine collective.
Precisely. And Mahishasura, in this context, he's often seen as symbolizing stubbornness, that deep resistance to change and evolution.
Right. He's a buffalo demon, often seen as, well, brutish and resistant.
And incredibly resilient. He keeps shifting forms during the battle. First a lion, then a man with a sword, then a huge elephant.
Like our own resistance, maybe.
Yeah.
Popping up in different ways when we try to change something.
That's a great way to put it, yes.
Yeah.
He shifts back to the buffalo, and the Devi, with her immense power and her roaring lion companion, relentlessly battles him. She finally pins him down, presses him with her foot, and slays him with the trident.
A powerful lesson in persistent action against that ingrained resistance.
Definitely.
Okay, so building on that, we get to the final and longest section, the Uttara Charitram.
Yes.
And here we encounter the demons Sumva and Nishumva. They've seized control of the three worlds.
Powerful figures, representing perhaps more subtle forms of ego and attachment than Mahisha.
And this time, the Devi doesn't just receive powers from the gods, does she? She demonstrates her own inherent supremacy.
That's a key point here, especially when Sumba taunts her. He basically says, you only fight using the strength of other goddesses.
Trying to diminish her. And her response, you called it a mic drop moment earlier.
It really is. She asserts, quite forcefully, I am alone here in the world. Who else is there besides me? Behold, O vile one, these, meaning the other goddesses fighting alongside her, are but projections of my own power now entering back into me.
Wow.
And then all the goddesses who had manifested to aid her, like Chamunda.
Who was born from Devi's anger to slay Chanda and Munda, right?
Yeah.
Those representing wrath and immorality.
Exactly. Chamunda and the Matrikas, the forms projected from the other gods, they all merge back into her single form, Kali Durga.
So it's a profound statement.
Yeah.
The Devi is the singular ultimate source of all power. Everything else is just her manifestation.
Precisely. The battle culminates with her pinning Sumba with her spear, throwing him down, shaking the entire earth, and ultimately bringing calm back to the universe.
And what do Sumba and Nishumba symbolize here? If Mahisha was stubbornness.
They're often interpreted as representing our tendency to stick to old routines, maybe fear, a reluctance to really embark on a deeper spiritual journey. Clinging to the known.
So her actions are like a powerful nudge, or maybe more than a nudge.
A divine push, perhaps, to release us from that kind of internal bondage.
And the narratives conclude with a beautiful hymn, don't they? The Narayan Stutia?
Yes, the hymn to Narayani. It's a gorgeous praise of the Devi in her supreme form. She's hailed as the supreme intelligence, the cause of liberation, the power behind creation, sustenance, and destruction.
The ultimate refuge.
The ultimate refuge, appearing in countless forms.
Yeah.
From the ferocious man-lion aspect, Narasimhi, to the benevolent Satakshi, the one with 100 eyes who nourishes the world with rains during drought. It covers the whole spectrum.
It's incredible. So after this amazing journey through cosmic battles and really deep symbolism, you might be sitting there asking, okay, how can I actually connect with this powerful narrative?
A very practical question.
Because the Durga Saptashati isn't just a story to be read passively, is it? It's presented as a living text, meant for engagement.
Absolutely. There are specific ways traditionally recommended for reciting the 13 chapters.
Like what?
Well, you can do it all in one sitting if you have the stamina, or spread it over 3 days, focusing on one charitrim each day,
Hmm.
or 7 days, or 9 days, which is very popular, especially during Navaratri.
The 9 nights dedicated to the goddess.
Exactly. And if time is really short, it's said that even reciting just the Madhyama Charitam, chapters 2, 3, and 4, the story of Mahishasura is highly beneficial.
That's good to know. And here's an intriguing detail you mentioned if you're not formally initiated into this practice, like with a guru and specific mantras.
Right.
Simply reading a translated story from the text with reverence is still considered a powerful spiritual practice in itself. It's quite accessible in that sense.
That point about accessibility is important, but what truly enhances the recitation and what many consider essential for unlocking the text's full potential is that hymn we mentioned earlier.
The Shuri Sita Kunchika Stotram.
Yes! The Siddha Kunjika. It's described as the one who has the keys, the Kunjika, to unlock the mystic secrets of creation.
The keys, so it's a prerequisite.
It is often considered so. There is a verse attributed to Lord Shiva himself within that stotram, which states that the fructification, the bearing of fruits of reciting the 700 hymns becomes possible only when the stotram is recited beforehand.
Wow. So it's not just an add-on, it's like the master key, as you said.
That's a perfect analogy. The master key you need before you can open all the individual doors of the main text.
Does that mean one must recite it for the main text's benefits? Or is there more about unlocking maybe a deeper level of understanding or potency?
The traditional view is that it unlocks the full fructification of the practice, making the engagement with the Saptashati truly potent and effective.
Okay.
But what's also amazing is that the Kunjika Stotram can even be recited on its own. It's said to capture the very essence of the entire 700 verses.
Just on its own. How does it do that?
Through potent bija mantras, or seed syllables that are embedded within it, sounds like aim, rim, and klim.
Ah, the bijas. These aren't just words, are they? They're considered powerful vibrational sounds.
Exactly, like keys themselves, unlocking specific energies or aspects of consciousness. Aim is often associated with Saraswati, representing spiritual knowledge and wisdom.
Oh.
Hrimaha is linked to Mahalakshmi, signifying auspiciousness, well-being, the sustaining power.
Right.
And Klim is connected to Kali, or Durga, representing the power of transformation, attraction, the fulfillment of desires, and overcoming obstacles.
So knowledge, sustenance, transformation.
And when they're combined, particularly in the famous mantra found within the Kunjika, Aim, Hri, Klim, Kamviche, Viji, the promise is immense.
What's the promise?
It's said to bring all worldly and spiritual knowledge, fulfill righteous desires, guide you towards a moral path, and ultimately lead towards self-realization and liberation. The very sounds are believed to create a profound energetic shift.
That's quite comprehensive. The benefits of engaging with the Devi Mahatmyam, whether through the full text or to key hymn, sound incredibly extensive then.
They really are, according to the text itself, particularly in the concluding chapters called the Phalashuddhi, which describe the fruits of recitation.
What kind of fruits?
Well, the text promises that those who recite or listen with devotion will see misfortunes destroyed, poverty dispelled, protection from all sorts of dangers, enemies, robbers, even negative influences from rulers or authorities.
Protection from weapons, fire, floods. It's quite a list.
It is. It's considered the supreme way to well-being, removing impurities, granting freedom from disease, even protecting from evil spirits or negative unseen influences.
So it works on multiple levels: material, mental, spiritual.
Absolutely. And it even says that in moments of extreme danger or distress, simply remembering these deeds of the Devi, recalling these stories we've discussed, is enough to free one from that distress.
Just remembering the narrative.
That's the power attributed to it. It's a profound promise of divine grace, a kind of comprehensive shield against life's challenges for those who truly connect with its power.
What an insightful exploration this has been, really, from those grand cosmic battles that seem to define the fabric of existence, down to the very personal, very relatable struggles of a king and a merchant losing everything. The Durga Saptashati truly offers this multi-layered journey, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Into the nature of reality and our place within it.
It absolutely does. We've seen how the Devi embodies both that immutable ground of existence, the unchanging reality, and also the dynamic, ever-changing universe, the play of Mahamaya.
Both the stillness and the storm.
Indeed. And it really encourages us, I think, to ponder how these forces, creation, sustenance, destruction, so vividly portrayed through her battles with demons like Madhu, Kayava, Mahisha, Sumpha, Nishumfa,
Right.
how they are not just external mythological events, but profound lessons. Lessons in overcoming our own internal demons.
Our own ego, our stubbornness, our delusions, our fears.
Exactly those things. And the text assures us, repeatedly, that through devotion, through understanding these narratives, we too can access this supreme power. The very power that is both the source of our illusions and the source of our liberation.
The problem and the solution in one.
Beautifully put.
So as you reflect on this insightful discussion, maybe consider this provocative thought. If the ultimate source of all power and all knowledge, the Devi herself, can manifest as both the great goddess, the source of all good, and also contain within her the potential for fierceness, for destruction, even being the ultimate power behind the great demoness, figures in some interpretations, encompassing all duality within her single nature.
Yes.
What does that suggest about the true nature of good and evil within our own lives? And perhaps more importantly, our capacity to transcend them?